Zen of Jennie, a journey to the original face. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the philosophical ciphers hidden within Jennie's masterpiece, Zen. Beyond a mere performance, this work encapsulates the essence of Zen and universal enlightenment. Through a modern aesthetic, open your eyes and minds as we step into the world of Zen guided by Jennie. The music video opens in the dead of night, with the piercing gaze of an owl perched on a tree, watching the world. In Buddhism, the owl symbolizes the wisdom to see the truth even in the dark. This suggests from the start that the video is more than pop music. It is a profound exploration of enlightenment and insight. As the owl passes Jennie standing atop a mountain peak, her downward cast eyes quietly open. This moment of awakening is made truly exceptional by Jennie's attire. The gold ornaments she wears are striking echoes of South Korea's national treasures, but this is far from a simple aesthetic choice. The director revealed that the outfits were reinterpreted from the Wonhwa, the female leaders of the Silla Dynasty. This suggests that from its conception, the work was structured with a narrative of spiritual practice and enlightenment. According to the Silla legend of Wonhwa, the Wonhwa were often perceived as symbolic incarnations of Maitreya, the future Buddha come to save all sentient beings. Jennie, adorned in Silla-inspired ornaments, appears to artistically reenact this sacred descent, as if come to awaken the dormant Buddha nature within us all. In particular, the wing-like ornaments rising above her shoulders recall the bird-wing decorations of Silla golden crowns. To the ancients, wings were sacred conduits to rise above earthly anxieties and fly toward heavenly wisdom. The golden glow surrounding her is not mere luxury. It can be seen as representing our original light that never fades, the true self. Having discovered that light, Jennie awakens from her long slumber and steps onto the stage of the world. Those wings spread toward the sky stand as a powerful symbol of the true freedom Zen aims to reach. With her eyes of wisdom open, Jennie now faces the delusions that clutter the inner mind and begins her path of formal practice. As her first step, Jennie stands tall before a crowd dressed in black, proclaiming through her song, "I tell 'em, down! Now!" This declaration is not a display of physical power. It feels more like the announcement of the awakening of her original mind, her immense cosmic energy. The black-clad crowd can be understood to represent the delusions, anxieties, and the illusions of others' perceptions that constantly surge from the depths of our minds. Jennie sings boldly in the midst of this chaos. The command to get down might sound arrogant, but from a Zen perspective, this is not about forcing others into submission. Rather, it speaks of the state of humility and letting go, the act of surrendering one's own discriminating thoughts and attachments. It is the process of momentarily setting down the thoughts that torment us, the tiring desire to be superior to others, and the fear of falling behind. The golden ornaments, shining even brighter in the darkness, symbolize how an unwavering mind remains still amidst the storm. Even if the surroundings turn black, the nature of one who has found their center never changes. I'm the energy, yes. By declaring herself as energy itself, Jennie seems to proclaim that she has moved beyond the limited ego of body and name to become one with the vast energy of the universe. To one who has realized this cosmic energy, the gaze of others is no longer a hindrance. I ain't what you think about me. This is a powerful declaration that the image others define is not the real me. Since existence is not fixed but constantly changing, the me trapped in the thoughts of others is merely an illusion. The figures in black surrounding Jennie are not external threats, but could be seen as shadows residing deep within our own heart's anger, attachment to others' opinions, and groundless anxiety. However, Jennie does not flee. Instead, she sings with a cool, calm confidence. The declaration that follows is even clearer. I'm a keep it Z Zen. Here, Z is not just the end of the alphabet. It can be interpreted as a choice to push one's practice to the very end, and a will to stay awake in meditative concentration without missing a single moment. Enlightenment is not a one-time event. It is a continuous state of staying focused while breathing, walking, and singing. Reaching Z could represent the resolve to never back down in the face of temptation or trial. Thus, no matter how fiercely the black shadows swarm, Jennie's gaze remains steady. To one with a firm center, darkness is no longer a terror, but merely a background to prove the light. Through this intense devotion, Jennie finally reaches a place of peace, where all shaking stops. We are back at the mountain peak. Jennie sits in silence, and an owl looks down at her with perfect stillness. The eye of wisdom now remains here, as if to confirm her current state of practice. We must pay attention to her sitting posture. Though her lower body isn't fully shown, it evokes the royal ease Maharaja Lilasana found in Buddhist art. From a Zen perspective, this is not the posture of a conqueror of the external world, but the seat of the center reached by one who seeks to master their own mind. There is no need to show power or raise one's voice. The moment desire, fear, and discrimination stop, everything finds its place just by sitting still. Thus, this posture is not a declaration of winning against the world, but serves as a proof of existence itself that she is already unwavering. And Jennie sings of the simplest yet most powerful truth, present. Bless. In the spirit of Zen, this is a declaration that the here and now is the only true blessing. A declaration that this very moment is a blessing. We often defer happiness to the future. We believe we will be rewarded once this is over, or once we succeed, thus postponing the present. But the clock of Zen Buddhism points only to the here and now. The blessing in Zen is not a gift from an external deity. It feels more like the momentary ecstasy of discovering one's original self after clearing the clouds covering the mind. This is the essence of mindfulness that modern people crave. When we let go of regret for the past and anxiety for the future, and stay fully in the breathing present, we finally become free. The place where Jennie sits is a sacred ground to face her own nature, a seat to discover the paradise of the living present. But true enlightenment does not stop at sitting on a quiet mountain peak. One must prove whether the composure gained on the mountain remains unchanged amidst the temptations and noise of the world. Now, Jennie descends back into the heart of the world, to face the false values created by society. The world remains a harsh and restless place, yet its chaos can no longer shake Jennie's unwavering center. She sings decisively, "Money can't buy 6 cents." This suggests that what money cannot buy is the inner insight, the intuition that pierces through the essence. In Zen, enlightenment is not about accumulating external knowledge or possessing material goods. It is about opening the eye of intuition, the wisdom of prajna that already exists within us. Then Jennie sings with unwavering conviction, "Bad bitch case, can't make me badder." Fire aura, quiet chatter. In this context, being a bad bitch isn't about morality. It's about being completely unfettered by the world's expectations. Since she is already a complete being, nothing in the world can defile her or diminish her value. Her aura transcends simple confidence. It embodies the state of no mind, a spirit unswayed by external evaluation or discrimination. The contrast between the burning aura and quiet chatter perfectly captures the coexistence of intense inner energy and absolute serenity. The lyrics continue with a powerful declaration. "Shoot, shoot, shoot, I make them scatter. They can't move my matter. Nobody gonna move my soul. Gonna move my aura, my matter. Nobody gonna move my life, gonna touch my goal, my matter. No, nobody gonna touch my soul, gonna match my glow like I dare you." The journey to this victory is ultimately completed through the independence of the soul. In other words, what Jennie is singing, here is a declaration of being completely self-governed. A state where one's inner essence is no longer held captive by the world. Her firm, unwavering center makes the crowd dressed in black, which we might interpret as our internal anxieties, deep-seated delusions, and the heavy noise of the world, naturally scatter like mist before the sun. This is not a scene of physical conflict or suppression. Rather, it reflects a profound process of inner purification. It encapsulates the spiritual journey of returning to one's original face, that primordial pure essence of the self that remains untainted, no matter how much darkness surrounds it. As the camera pierces through the chaotic layers of various personas and flickering emotions, the visual narrative undergoes a dramatic shift. The transition to the dancers dressed in white suggests a fundamental transformation in energy. While the black outfits represented the unmanaged shadows and chaotic ego within the mind, the white outfits now evoke a state of purified energy, and the radiant light of enlightenment spreading outward from the center. This blooming harmony between Jennie and the crowd in white is a testament to the idea that her inner peace is no longer a solitary achievement. It is expanding and resonating with the world around her, ultimately moving toward a powerful state of collective awakening and universal connection. At the peak of that harmony, Jennie boldly faces the layers of pressure weighing her down. Thick skin layer like chains on chains on chains. Wear the pressure on my neck and rings. Instead of rejecting the heavy chains and pressure, she wears them like brilliant jewelry. She moves beyond the stage of struggling to remove pain and demonstrates the Zen composure of absorbing the world's noise into her own style. In the following scene, Jennie sits serenely in the center of a giant lotus blooming in the rainy night. Rain, midnight bloom, in the dark I grew. Like a lotus that blooms in the mud but remains untainted, she appears to use the hardships of rain and darkness as nutrients for growth, blooming beautifully within them. No matter how rough or turbid the world, she does not get swept away, guarding her own fragrance high within the heart of the lotus. Jennie, staying perfectly within the lotus, embodies the completion of her nature, shining without shaking. Shoot, 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 freeze. Nobody gon' move my soul, gon' move my aura, my matter. Nobody gon' all this power make them scatter. These lyrics are repeated once more, signifying the complete scattering of inner delusions and external stimuli. Her soul and essence are already firm, no longer moved by the external environment. Moving one step further, the Shape Me scene, where Jennie appears in multiple overlapping images, symbolizes the diversity of the self and the unification of the original mind. Ultimately, she visually articulates the Zen state of unity and diversity, never losing the center despite countless variations. We can see the elements of earth, fire, wind, and water in the background. From a Buddhist perspective, it is often said that one's existence is not made of unique, independent materials. The universe simply gathered materials and molded them into your shape for a while. In fact, our body's firmness is borrowed from the earth, warmth from fire, and breath from the wind. We are viewed as a field of energy, where the universe's energies momentarily dwell. Once the materials scatter, no independent entity to insist upon as me remains. We call this non-self. The moment you realize this, you break free from narrow attachments like, my body is the best, or why am I like this? And begin to realize that you are actually a wondrous phenomenon connected to the entire universe. This is the gift of non-self, the great freedom that you are not a trapped being, but the vast flow of the universe dancing together. This free flow leads to cosmic order. The hexagonal frame, symbolizing perfect order and balance, spreads out like a honeycomb with Jennie's image in each cell. This beautifully evokes Indra's net from Buddhism. Just as the jewels in each mesh of an infinite net reflect one another, Jennie is portrayed as her true self, not trapped in a single cell defined by others, but infinitely expanding within the cosmic order. The lyrics ringing out at this moment as the most powerful declaration of this journey. Can't be two of one. While her lyrics speak of being uniquely one, the visuals of the hexagonal grid can be seen as a profound illustration of the principle of non-duality, the idea that the many and the one are ultimately the same essence. Countless versions of ourselves exist within us. Those many fragments of me, shaken, bold, sometimes sad, are orderly integrated into one within the solid hexagonal frame. This realization of oneness does not stop at Jennie's personal achievement. Because in this worldview, you and I are originally one. It conveys a powerful hope that just as Jennie escaped ignorance, those watching the video can also escape their own darkness and find their own light. In the final moment, Jennie reappears as the owl from the first scene, the owl of ignorance that wandered. The dark night has now become the owl of wisdom that has completed its journey. It presents us with the image of returning to the world, one who has attained enlightenment, coming back to daily life to see the world with wise eyes, in this perfect cycle where the beginning is the end, and the end leads back to the beginning. Jennie's aura remains as a light that never scatters. In conclusion, this work explores the process of casting off the false self to find the true self through Jennie. Much like the Zen practice of emptying out complex thoughts and the world's gaze, if you peel away the layers of appearance, one by one, only the true self, the most fundamental existence, remains. The director has artistically captured that shining essence through the imagery of the Wonhwa and the Maitreya. Within the familiar frame of pop music, the heavy theme of Zen enlightenment is unfolded in the most sophisticated way. This work, which bridges the deepest classics with the most modern music, will now remain as a path to enlightenment for us all, reaching far beyond Jennie's personal record. Being most like yourself is most divine. Our channel will be with you on the journey to find your own light. If you enjoyed this in-depth analysis, please like and subscribe. We will guide you to a deeper world in the next video.